Now, every year on this channel, we like to recap and look back at the things that have happened and gone, these are the biggest movies of the year, and then we do a video where we're like, these are the biggest bombs of the year sucked in, mate.
Do you remember the past? We also remember some of the past.
Remember some of the past, but of course 2020, it's been a bit up and down in terms of entertainment quality. So I've changed these videos around a bit to account for some streaming shows and services as well as streaming movies as well as box office.
You were in there in the video research lab.
That's right.
Just with your beakers and your Bunsen burners being like, how do I make the perfect video about the garbage fire that was the year 2020?
Well, you're about to find out. Watch this come together.
Watch this explode in our faces.
So if you could leave a like, that'd be great. Because the first thing we're going to talk about is the biggest movies in terms of box office.
Which is going to blow your hands off, so you won't be able to leave a like up after that point. So do it now, while you still can, yeah.
Exactly. Now, if you look at the strict top of the international box office, it's two Chinese movies, The 800 and My People, My Homeland, that are the numbers 1 and 2, right? I don't know anything about them, so I'm just going to push them aside.
Push them quietly to the side.
That's right.
Doesn't say anything about our consumption of media. No, we're very cosmopolitan dudes over here.
That's it.
That's right.
So Bad Boys for Life has come in at number 1 with $426 million. They obviously benefited from opening before the pandemic.
That'll do it, sure.
So in a regular year, that's a great number, but it's not going to get you the number 1 spot.
No.
You know what I mean?
A mere 9 figures.
Weak.
Yeah.
Lame.
Right.
Dumb. Anyway, you liked it, didn't you?
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I stopped
You
watching
shan't
it.
trick me.
I genuinely thought you did.
I can't remember it being good.
But it's probably better than 2, which was
It was better than 2, yeah, sure. That's, yeah.
And next up, of course, we have Tenet. Because it made $361 million at the box office. However, that's going to show up again in the next video because it's probably not broken even in terms of budget. But again, we'll push that aside as well.
That's right, yeah.
We'll come back to that. And then I just want to briefly talk about Sonic, which on its budget.
Forgot about Sonic.
Sonic came out $320 million, which is great. Great for a movie like that. In a year like this, he's running hot. Look at him go.
God, put that on the DVD cover. For a movie like this, in a year like what we had?
Are you kidding me?
You just watch it. Come on.
Yeah. It's also fine. As a kid's movie, yeah, it's all right. Isn't it?
God, this video is going to be nothing but quotes to put on the poster and the DVD box.
So now I want to get into TV and I want to get into streaming, right? This is where things get a bit iffy. So I actually looked into the biggest shows of the year. And if you look at the top shows, these are things that I'm like, who's watching this, really? But I feel like it's worth mentioning. Number 1 is NCIS.
Still going strong.
Yep, after 120 million years.
I turned on the TV the other day, saw 10 to 15 seconds of it.
Could have been an old one. Could have been today's one.
No, it was today's one because the guy who used to be the newbie had a goatee.
Oh, okay,
He had a classic 2020 goatee is the fashion now.
What a gig. That is the fashion now.
Man, I could talk about this 10 or 15 seconds of NCIS all day, but we don't have time.
We don't have time. Next up, we had FBI.
Didn't know that was a thing, but all right.
Yeah. Next up, we have...
Is it a true crime? Is it a documentary? Is it a drama?
I think it's just about the FBI.
Wow.
Just what they're up to. Next, we have Blue Bloods, a show I didn't know was still going.
Great.
Chicago Fire.
Huh. And another one in the classic Chicago series.
Exactly.
It included Hope and Pizza.
And Chicago, the musical.
Oh, yeah, that's in there as well, yeah.
And at number 5, we had Young Sheldon, which is apparently very popular, despite probably being awful. Who knows? Maybe it's incredible. Right. Maybe it's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the best show in the world.
James, you wish you had the number of viewers that Young Sheldon had.
I couldn't handle the hate, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Okay, so... But look, man, if you're into those shows, no shame. Good on you. Get out there.
Anyway, in 2021, this channel is going to pivot to all Young Sheldon content. It's
exactly.
Be great.
So, in terms of the biggest streaming show, billions of minutes were dedicated to The Office. Because it's still incredibly popular. People are just running it on repeat. But I'm going to talk about new stuff.
People want comforting shows in 2020.
Exactly. So I'm going to talk about the biggest shows that are still running of 2020. I'm going to go through streaming services, right? So your Peacocks have got your Brave New World, your Connecting, your Amber Ruffin show. You know what? Let's skip that one. Let's go to CBS because they're doing Star Trek Picard, Discovery. They're doing the Twilight Zone. They've got things going on as well.
So those did well this year?
For them.
Okay,
They're at the bottom of my list of streaming service shows.
Right.
Then you're moving up. We're hitting the Apple Plus, right? This is interesting because Apple Plus haven't disclosed their subscriber counts for Apple TV Plus.
Very suspicious.
But they say they have 585 million paying subscribers across all its services.
Huh. Do you know a single one, James?
Well, I have it, but only
Case closed.
No, but only because I had got a new phone and I wouldn't get this. And there is some good stuff on here, some of which I am going to talk about. But apparently, it's about half of what Disney Plus have, maybe. So it could be anywhere between like 30 and 40 million, maybe. We don't know. They've got your money either way. It doesn't matter to them, I think. So they've got Defending Jacob, which I quite liked. They've got The Morning Show, which was all right. They've got Ted Lasso. You watched a bit of that?
I've heard it's very good.
Bit of a sleeper hit, mate. It's really good. Servant and Mythic Quest, which is if you're like, gaming in the gaming industry, you might enjoy.
I mean, we know Mythic Quest primarily because a lot of people tweet us to say that the main character looks like a combination of both of us.
Yes, that's right.
But much better looking.
Much more, obviously. Next up, we have Hulu with 36 million subscribers. They got Little Fires Everywhere, The Handmaid's Tale, Marvel's Runaways, The Great. That was good.
I like The Great,
got that on stand here. And Future Man, which, so a lot of those I have not seen, but Handmaid's Tale I've seen. They've got some stuff. They've got some stuff.
All these streaming services have got some stuff.
These are big winners.
You cannot take it away from them.
HBO Max, and this will change dramatically as the year goes on, I'd imagine. They've got 38 million subscribers. They can't lean on Game of Thrones anymore until the prequel comes out. Then they'll lean on Game of Thrones some more. Raised by Wolves.
Oh, yes.
Love Life. Search Party, which I got into this year, which
I like
quite
Search Party a lot, yeah.
I think they're doing one more season.
They're awful people in that show.
That's right. That's why I like it. They're like an amalgamation of us.
That's right.
Infinity Train, which I've heard is really good,
Don't know what that
but
is.
I've not seen. It's an animated show. And Close Enough.
Never heard of it.
But it's a show, isn't it?
Terrific.
Next up, this is at a big boom this year, and again, will be more so as things move on. Disney Plus. They're at 73 million subscribers as of October. That's probably gone up since like The Mandalorian has got another season. They wanted by 2024 to have 60 to 90 million subscribers. So they are well ahead of their target.
Good on them.
Because of the back catalogue of like content, I think that
$1 Million Duck.
Exactly. Exclusively $1 Million Duck.
The Adventures of Bullwhip Griffin.
All of these great movies. But in terms of new things, their top ranking thing was The Mandalorian, then High School Musical, the series.
Terrific.
Then One Day at Disney Shorts, The World According to Jeff Goldblum, and Disney Gallery, The Mandalorian. So there you go.
Okay.
Hot shows, probably.
People like The Mandalorian and looking at pictures of The Mandalorian.
I've watched one of those things mentioned.
Just the galleries?
Yeah. Now we're in the big leagues now, Mason. Amazon. 150 million subscribers, apparently.
A lot of subscribers.
Also, like, if you've got Prime, you've got it anyway, I think, as well. That is true, yeah. I'd imagine.
Yeah.
But regardless, though, they had a huge hit with The Boys.
Yeah.
That consistently charted in the top 10 of streaming. When it's usually exclusively Netflix, that managed to break through. Yeah. Along with The Mandalorian. There's only a few managed to do that. There was Upload, about a guy who goes into the cloud when he dies. I watched that.
Not for me.
No? Fair enough.
Yeah, okay.
It's like a not as good The Good Place.
Great.
Yeah. That's still all right, though.
Yeah.
The Marvelous Ms. Maisel.
That's a good show.
The Expanse.
Oh, yeah.
People are loving The Expanse.
So many seasons of The Expanse are out. There's a new season every day.
Yeah, that's right. And Hunters, which I thought had a lot of potential and then was okay.
Terrific.
And I'm still seeing buses with Hunters on the side because nobody's paying for outdoor advertising at the moment.
Oh my God, what an incredible investment for Hunters.
That's right. So, of course, at the top, we've got Netflix with 195 million subscribers at the third quarter.
The big dogs.
Our biggest show was Lucifer.
Huh.
Apparently.
Wow, all right. It is a show that you can watch without watching a show.
That's true.
Yeah.
Apparently it's good, right, isn't it?
I've watched some of it.
There you go.
While doing other things. Had a great time.
Then we've got The Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
No surprises there. Ozark.
Yeah, Jason Bateman and something about drugs.
That's right. You and 13 Reasons Why, capping that off. So, yeah, big exclusive series is still the top dog for now. I think things could definitely shift over the next couple of years.
Who do you think's going to take it?
Disney could definitely. And even Amazon.
Well, I mean, Disney have 1 billion Marvel shows coming out in 2021, right. So...
Exactly. But I just want to, before we wrap things up, I want to talk about the biggest streaming movies of the year. So I think this is where things get interesting. Also, a lot of these numbers, they don't disclose accurately or even at all how they're doing, how long people watch for, how much money they put into everything.
A lot of these could
how
be
heavily in debt they are.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
This is just guess.
Yeah, a lot of these shows and movies, it counts as a view if you watch it for 2 minutes and then go, not for me, actually.
Exactly. So, as with the previous list that I had, a lot of that was via Observer, and as is this. So, the biggest movie of the year was apparently Hamilton on Disney Plus.
Makes sense.
Apparently.
Okay, sure.
I mean, that was huge for Disney Plus in terms of subscribers. They paid a boatload for it, and it seemed to have paid off. Then we had Borat subsequent movie film on Prime.
Terrific.
Then we had My Spy, where Dave Bautista is a spy and maybe he's got a kid or he has to look after a kid.
The classic big wrestler man. He's got a kid or he has to look after a kid.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's an important stepping stone for wrestlers turned actors.
Absolutely. Then Extraction next on Netflix.
I remember that being good, yeah.
Me too. Then Phineas and Ferb the movie on Disney+. They're fun.
Okay.
I like those guys at that show. Then
why don't you marry Phineas and or Ferb then?
They're children and fictional, so no thank you.
Okay, I didn't know any of those details, so okay, I retract that.
Next up, we had Mulan for Disney+, but of course there was a payment step involved in that.
Last time I'll fall for that one,
Exactly.
Disney+.
Then The Old Guard on Netflix.
Love the Old Guard.
I thought it was okay.
Great.
Then we had The Trial of the Chicago 7 on Netflix, which I really enjoyed. Did you watch that?
Didn't watch that one, no.
Then The Witches on HBO Max. And then The Lovebirds on Netflix. If you look at everything in total, if you're adding it all up, it seems to me, despite being heavily in debt, that Netflix are very much ahead of everybody on the ratings game. Except for Blue Bloods, which is probably superseding Netflix in a big way. Or FBI, whatever that is.
Whatever FBI is, man. Yeah. Netflix wish they could have NCIS numbers.
You're probably right. No, you're probably right. So, yeah, look, it's been an interesting year. It's been a different year. Again, I'm sorry that some of this is not accurate, potentially. But I'm doing what I can here, man. I want you to come back, though. I want you to come back, subscribe, because we are going to talk about the biggest losers.
Oh, no.
I'm not talking about the show, The Biggest Losers. I'm talking about the stuff that just either tanked hard or maybe a subscription service for streaming that didn't take off so well.
That's right. And so they're probably all out there. They tried their best and they're really hurting. So let's get them, folks. Subscribe to this channel. Next video, we're going to pound them into the dirt. They deserve it.
We're coming in hot in with words.
Yeah.
Just to clarify. Thanks for watching this, though. We do have a podcast called The Weekly Planet where we talk movies and comics and TV shows. This Monday, we're going to do a wrap-up of the things that we enjoyed for the year the most and least enjoyed. It's our last show of the year. If you do want to check it out, it is linked below. Comes out every Monday. Come along.
The last show of the year doesn't come out every Monday.
No, but this one will.
Checkmate.
Thank you. We also have a service called bigsandwich.co. If you're looking for more stuff over the break, while we take a break, we got bonus podcasts there. We've got movie commentaries. We've got early videos. So even though we're taking a bit of a break, that'll all be there.
Content never takes a break on the internet, as far as I'm concerned.
But thanks for watching and goodbye.
Grab that gem, you guys. We'll see you next week.
No, soon for the other video.
Oh, later in the week.
Later in the week, soon. Wow. Maybe tomorrow or the next day.
Maybe if the autoplay just sends you to the next video.
Just chuck you on over seconds. There. My goodness.